Hey you guys, I'm making fire cider today and I thought this would be something good to record and share with anybody that needs a good recipe. I've been making fire cider for about 3 years now, usually around this time of year when the weather's changing and everybody's getting sick or, sniffles, a little tickle in your throat or whatever. For those that don't know, fire cider is a mixture of herbs, roots, fruits and vegetables soaked in apple cider vinegar. And some people will add honey. If you're a strict vegan, some do maple syrup, or some go without any sweetness. I'm making this for me and my 6-year-old son. So I'm definitely going to be adding some honey to it after it soaks, for about 2 to 3 weeks or so. But yeah, we'll get started here. I did already cut up all of the roots and the onions and garlic, and everything was soaked in vinegar to clean it. Coming from a grocery store, that's antibacterial, antifungal, soaking it in vinegar. We're supposed to clean all of our produce like that, but some people just rinse off. Vinegar is also a good way to cut through negative energies, and that can pass along through touch. So yeah, that's also why I do it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I got my little jar here. I love these big mason jars. I have a ton of them. If you've ever come to my house, you see them around here and you're like, what's she doing with that stuff? I do stuff like this with my jars, among other things. Okay, so first I got my fresh rosemary. I'm putting all of this in there. I'm gonna just dump it in there like this. I don't play no games with it. I like things to be simple and quick and straight to the point. So rosemary in the jar. All of these ingredients are antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal, immune supporting. Literally, you let plants be your medicine. So this is what I'm doing. Instead of running for the Robitussin, if I feel a little tickle in my throat, or if my son says he's sick, we can take a shot of this, add it to a warm drink. Some people cook with it in soups and stews. I put my oregano, that was fresh oregano. I put that in there. Oregano is awesome. But yeah, so yeah, we're keeping it simple here. So we got rosemary, we got oregano. I wanted to show y'all my cute little, now this is some, I never do allspice berry. I honestly, I had never seen it. You get allspice. Can y'all see that? You get allspice, grind it up, and you cook with it in Jamaican foods, autumn, fall time foods or whatever. But they got the full berry here at Central Market. That's where I get a lot of stuff. So we got allspice berry. There's a mix of peppercorns. I got black, red, white, and green peppercorns in there. The red peppercorns are obviously got a little kick to them, and that's a part of the fire part of the fire cider. And then I got my fresh bay leaves. I always do leaves of 3 with my bay leaves. I'm telling y'all my secrets. And then we got cinnamon sticks. I got 4 cinnamon sticks. So I'm gonna dump all of this into this big jar. Done with that. What else we got? This is a sweet onion. It's a whole sweet onion. It was a pretty big onion. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab that and throw it in there too. I might not even use this whole onion. That's a lot of onion. I think this is good with that. So we'll say about half of an onion. Now this, a whole lot of garlic. I can't tell you how many cloves I used. At least 10, Do it however you feel to taste. We'll say to taste. But I'm throwing all of that garlic in there. And I'm not dicing it up. I just smash it to break it open. I'm going to cover this onion because I don't want to be crying. The gases from onion, that's what make you cry. So if you could cover it up until you need it, or when you're done with it, you'll be good. But I got onion, I got all of that garlic in there smashed. If you're bold, you can keep that garlic. Some people will still eat it, you know, after all of this soaks in the vinegar, because it's gonna soak. Some people soak it for 30 days. Some will bury it on a full moon, what have you. We just gonna let this soak. I'm gonna give it about 3 to 4 weeks. But yeah, anything left over, some people will still use it. You can still cook with this garlic or whatever if you brave. Anyway, I got, for another kick, this is habanero. I just sliced it up. I'm not adding more than 1 habanero to it because I got a couple of those red peppercorns in there. I don't really need mine to be super spicy. There's other things in here that's gonna open it up anyway, like all of my roots. Can y'all see that? So we got ginger root, turmeric root, and burdock root. Now burdock root, that's something that I never usually add to my fire cider. I usually do horseradish, but Central Market didn't have any horseradish, and so I figured I'd go with burdock root. Burdock root is very good for drawing out toxins. Like literally, it'll bind to the toxins and pull them out of your body, and then you remove the toxins through your waste, whatever way that may be. Sweating, you know, all of that stuff. But burdock root is good for that. It's an immunity booster. It's just a good liver cleanser. I mean, I figured why not? No horseradish. I'm a person, I like things in threes. So ginger root, turmeric root, and burdock root. We rooting for you. That's how we doing it today. So I'm gonna put all of that in here. Let's see how much fits, because I feel like I should have got a bigger glass container. We'll start with the ginger. It's a lot of ginger, so let me do some turmeric too. Get a handful of this burdock. I'm gonna push it down. You guys see me putting this stuff in here? Here we go. Push it down. Anything I don't use is going towards a tea. That's what we doing. All right, I think that's enough. Okay, and then I'm gonna put some orange juice in here. I used 1 whole orange. Well, this is half of an orange squeezed. Just so you know what that look like. This is how you get all of it out with the citrus juicer and just choo, 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 choo. I'm gonna go ahead and pour that in there. We don't need too much. And for this, I just like the look of it. I like the orange peels in there. And I keep the peels on there. The peel has all its nutrients too, just as much nutrients as the inside, if not more. That's also one of the reasons you want to clean your produce before you use it. Soaking it in vinegar, washing it with warm water, whatever. Because we're not throwing the peels away. The peels have nutrients in it. But I like to squeeze my oranges. And then I'm going to put it in there. I can see. All right. And that's pretty much it for that. Last thing we're gonna do is pour the apple cider vinegar on top. And I always get Bragg's apple cider vinegar. That's the trusted brand. Reason being, it's got I don't know if you can see the bottom. This is called Mother. This is the probiotic. This is bacteria, good bacteria that we need for our gut is found in this Bragg's apple cider vinegar. Now, I'm sure you can go ahead and get any organic apple cider vinegar and it'll still be fine. But I've looked in the stores and they don't have this at the bottom. And this is what I like to see, just so I can know that it's real deal, Holyfield. It's gonna work for me. But I'm gonna go ahead and shake it up. We're gonna see how many of these I need. I bought 2 of them. And we're gonna pour it up. Ooh, it's strong, it's strong. So that's 1. And this was a 32 fluid ounce bottle. or 1 quart. Obviously, we're not gonna use all of this one, but I need to fill it up. There we go. I'm gonna let this soak, like I said, for about 3 to 4 weeks. Once it soaks, I will strain it, and it'll go in jars like this. If you think you want to go ahead and buy it instead of going through the whole process of purchasing and making it on your own, please reach out to me. I'm going to upload it on my website here over the next few days. I'll post when I upload it for order. I'll do these tiny little jars for about $8 and treat it like medicine. You know what I mean? Like a shot here, a shot there. Take it when you're feeling sick or you feel something coming on. But this is how you do fire cider. If you have a mason jar with a metal top like this, make sure you put some parchment paper in between that and the lid, the top and the lid, because you don't want anything eroding, like the metal eroding. I'll probably still get some parchment paper to put on top of this, but this is glass, and I'm just gonna close it and store it in a cool, dark, dry place, and let it work its magic. But after I strain it, I'm using raw, unfiltered honey. If you can get local honey, go with local honey. You always want to try to do local. Shop where you live. Eat the food that grows in your area. Otherwise, just go for the best that you have. We got raw and unfiltered honey. I am going to put that in the jar before I add the fire cider. I'll put it to about like right here, so is what I'll say, and then the rest will be my fire cider. You shake that up. It'll have a little sweetness to it, but not a whole lot. It is gonna have a kick to it, but that's what you need, something to open up your sinuses, loosen up the mucus, all of that good stuff. But thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna lift it up so you can see. Hopefully I don't drop it. We got fire cider, honey. Look at that, rosemary, thyme, all of that. This is good stuff. All right, y'all. Stay rooted.